Do you reckon men and women can be friends?
Yeah, 100%.
Did any of your boy mates know that you're doing a pod tonight? Ring one that doesn't.
Stop fucking with light-skinned niggas and get some real niggas then, innit?
What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Graft Kings podcast. We're back here in Kent's hottest nightclub, Moo Moo's, and we've got a special episode for you guys today. This is our first six-man pod, 7 if you include Marley over here. But we've got Frankie and Charlie on the pod today. And yeah, today we're going to go into, I feel like this is going to spiral into a few different conversations.
100%.
Everyone's got strong personalities here, so we're going to try not to talk over each other. But yeah, thanks girls for coming down today.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, girls.
Pleased to be here.
You guys got your own podcast, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. It's called Are They Trash?
Are they trash? Is that aimed at men?
Wow, that's the
I
question.
don't know, you tell me.
I don't know. It's your pod. You tell me.
So it's called Are They Trash? Obviously, we do talk about dating men because we date men. But no, we're not always slagging off men, are we?
Not always.
Not always.
Have you guys checked your demographics? Is it like mostly women or?
It is mostly women, but we do have like men watch it as well because we're giving like dating tips to you guys so that you can actually go out there and get dates.
Your wife.
Well, I'll tell you what might be a better question. Why did you start the podcast? And how did it start? Tell us that.
Okay, so I wanted to start a podcast for ages and I was actually going to do it on my own.
Okay.
I wanted a YouTube channel for ages and never knew where to start.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless you, Marley May. And we basically went on a life-changing trip volunteering to Uganda on a solo travelling trip.
Wow, love that.
And on that trip, Charlie and I met, and we are literally...
No way, you went on that trip?
Yeah. So we both
in
went
November.
on our own,
last year.
That's sick.
It was literally life-changing. And on that trip we met, and obviously there was lots of different personalities, lots of different people there, but we are like the same person.
Yeah, they are.
Everyone on the trip was like, oh my God, you two are the same. How have you never met each other? Like, obviously I go out in London, Frankie lives in London. It was just like, don't know, even her mum says, the universe brought us together.
Exactly. And then after the trip, obviously we formed like a really nice bond, a nice little group. We were trying not to be too cliquey, but really we were like, fucking hell, we're gonna we've got loads of ideas after this. And then we got talking, and then I'd said it and Charlie said it, and I was like, well, I actually have an idea, a name, I just need to get going with it. And obviously I was like, it's called Are They Trash? Just the idea. And she was like, oh my God, I've got so many things that I could relate.
I loved it, but I was like, I own a barbershop, so we can't just slate men all day, every day, because I'll have no customers left. I was like, we'll just talk about Are They Trash? We'll vote. Sometimes we'll talk about women being trash. You know, we've got to keep it gender neutral.
Yeah. But it's perfect because Charlie has the male opinion on a lot of things because of her, you know, clients,
Customers. Yeah,
that's a good point, yeah.
So she often, if we're going to talk about a topic, we won't talk about it, but she'll get the male opinion before we talk about it, and then she's like, "Wow, I had a client today, and he said X," and I'm like, "Okay." So yeah, and here we are.
Yeah, love that.
Here we are.
Here we are.
How did you and Oz meet? Because that's how this kind of started, isn't it?
We met in Mocha.
No, so my mate's got a calf. He's built it's like a very nice barista cafe in Chigwell.
He
called
really
Mocha.
rates Mocha.
Listen, guys, just relax, yeah? they hate on me because basically these two were sitting in there with one of their friends, and I thought their friend was hot. I was like, this girl's paying. And I went to go meet Yanni to talk about some, we was having a meeting. Anyway, long story short, I see these three sitting there, and I'm like, right, I want to talk to one of them, or at least 3 of them. How the fuck do I do it? I didn't. I asked the girl behind the counter that I knew. I was like, do you know who this girl is? And then she showed me a story that they posted, so I just ended up following their mate, and then ended up bumping into these two.
Then we were in the pub, and I was like, it's Mr. Mocha. And then
Representing.
Yeah. And then we just got talking.
I do get free coffees.
Of course you do.
It's my mate's gaff. It's all about networking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you their friend? Or?
No, I was talking to her, but we just didn't kind of pursue anything. Yeah, you got something in your lip.
She does that to
So
me.
then, how did the
We
conversation
ended
come
up
about?
getting talking, and then turns out he had a podcast.
Yeah.
We've got a podcast. We was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I wish we'd set up the camera at the table that day.
Yeah,
we just having the maddest conversations.
Yeah.
The
You guys met
catfish
Bradley.
story.
You guys met Bradley, so me and Bradley's at the King Will. these guys are there with one of their mates, like this girl was seeing at the time.
No, it was one day. he just exaggerated it.
Anyway, he was like, come over, sit with us, and we did, and it just spiraled into like so many different topics like that we're probably going to discuss today.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And that's when I messaged these, I was like, boys, like, we've got to get them on.
And I was like, we've got to come on your pod. I was like, we've got so much to say.
I feel like you guys are like in between that kind of, that space of, you're not feminist, but then you're not too masculine. You guys are independent, but you want a man that's like traditional in certain ways. Maybe when it just suits you guys, I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is it. But trust me, it's really hard to bloody find.
All right, so what's your ideal man then? If you guys, if you guys kind of paint your ideal geezer, what is it?
Be realistic.
Chris Brown?
Yeah, realistic.
He said realistic.
That's right. Like a bit rough and ready.
I'm going to say someone who is ambitious, but really masculine. And I do like a man to, I say it all the time, I do like a man to take control sometimes. Like, I want him to pick the first date, where we're going to go. I almost am happy for him to pick what I'm going to eat, to be honest. Like, I'm not fussy. Like, I just think it's really nice when a guy shows, like, his masculinity and authority. But obviously, me and Frankie are independent women, but I think that's because we've got to this age and we're still single, so we have to be independent, we have to fend for ourselves, we want to live our best lives and do things. So there's like a fine line between being, you know, like independent woman and feminist. Like, I hate using that word because sometimes like there's a negative stigma around the word feminist. But they're like, obviously we do like the traditional aspects of dating and things like that.
All right, question for you both. Hang on 1 second. Why do you think you're both single then?
Oh no, that's what I was going to ask.
I think,
honestly, like,
because I am 100% single because I won't settle for anything less than what I deserve, and I won't let anyone disturb my peace.
Agreed.
Because no, I'm being serious.
I think that answer is a little bit ambiguous. Like, it's a bit around the houses, isn't it?
All right. So because obviously I've been through relationships where I have put up and done things that most people would never do in a relationship, putting up for that other, standing by that other person. Yeah. So, I've put myself second for like multiple times. Yeah. And then I've reached an age where I didn't think that I would, as much as I'm really confident, and I've always been really confident, I have always liked a man in my life. And that's why I felt like I had to do these certain things or be in these shit relationships. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I've reached a point where I've worked on myself so much and become so at peace on my own that now any little thing that I'm like,
bug you.
Yeah, I'm like, because I'm not, I mean, Jesus Christ fucking leaves his shoes on the floor. I'm not going to be like,
out, red flag.
But, I won't accept the things that I used to accept when I was younger.
Yeah, like being disrespected.
Being disrespected, things like that. And so now, like I say, and over those years, I am independent. I can do everything for myself. So I don't need a man. I want a man. And there's two different things there.
Yeah.
Would you guys say that you're...
I'm going to come back on that.
Would you guys say that you're traditional women then, if you want a traditional man?
Charlie, why are you single? Why do you think you're single?
I do think that I intimidate people sometimes.
Intimidate?
Yeah. Because like me, I'm quite an outgoing, bold character, and I do think some men are intimidated by that.
The wrong men.
I think the wrong men.
The wrong men. Yeah. Like, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. But a lot, I do think a lot of men are intimidated by how ambitious I am, like how I've got my own life, my own shit going on all the time. And sometimes they're like, where am I going to fit into that?
And you're like, you're not.
Yeah.
See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. No, I've dated guys before and then when we broke up, they're like, well, you didn't need me anyway. And exactly like what Frankie said. No, I didn't need you. I wanted you to be part of my life. It's kind of like you've got to compromise. Mm-hmm. I'm a big believer in compromise.
Yeah,
are either of you girls worried about your biological clock?
Ooh,
yes,
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, actually.
That's a really good question.
I mean, well, fuck it, we'll just get into it. Yeah, we're actually going to go and freeze our eggs.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. And document it because I think that, it is something that, I really am.
Think about,
yeah. And again, this is why it's so weird because just before we both went to Uganda, we both, looked into it and never spoke about it, then spoke about it. And I said it to Charlie, she was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it because then that takes that pressure off because I think there is quite a lot of females perhaps out there and each to their own, I respect everyone's opinions, but perhaps do go ahead with a baby or a relationship because
Just
because
of that.
Yeah, because it is a time pressure. And, we all want to, I want to be a mum.
It goes one way though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It
And then
goes
it's
one
single
way.
mum and all that kind of stuff, which
Exactly.
I absolutely don't want to be in that situation. Me personally. So we're going to, in answer to that question is, I am worried about my biological clock and I'm going to do something about it.
And to follow,
You're a strong, independent woman.
Yes.
to follow on that question, do you think women hit the wall?
Oh.
What do you mean by hit the wall?
Well,
Like expire.
Ooh.
No, that's why she does aesthetics.
Yeah, I do. No, but I do, in all honesty, think that men age better than women. That was a bold question.
What, men age better than
Yeah,
women?
I do think
so
men
I
age
say
better
this.
than women,
It rattles a lot of
definitely.
people when I say
Yeah,
I said
they
to
do.
a girl on the weekend that men age better than women, and she did not take it well. But,
Really?
But she was.
It's the truth.
Yeah, I know, but because if you take it from she was younger than me, so she's probably looking at it from
Right.
an immature point of view. Where you girls are mature, you understand the biology of a woman,
Yeah.
and understand how you mature, and you're probably like in that area of your life now where you're thinking about it. When you're younger, you feel like you've got loads of time ahead.
Yeah,
Is that what I'm
that's
saying?
true. Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, it goes without saying. Especially,
What age would you say women hit the wall?
wow.
Be brutally honest.
Fuck.
I reckon like towards 40.
Late 30s, I was
going to say late 30s, and I was like, oh, my
fucking hell,
friends are
Charlie,
late
you say my age and you're going in the bin.
I was like,
She is
35.
trash.
No, she's 34.
Yeah, I would say late 30s,
Yeah,
but I also
same.
think it totally depends on your heritage as well,
Yeah.
because white women get wrinkles a lot more.
And
Just goes
I'd
without
say
saying.
your diet, way of living.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, 100%.
There are things you can do about it, guys. Come see me.
Plug the business.
like chapettes.
Use Graftkings 20 for your 20% off.
Yeah, for your Botox.
When was each of you question? When was your last relationship?
Last proper relationship,
Yeah.
about 2 years ago.
And how long was that?
I dated someone for 6 months.
Oh, Charlie, that's not a
That doesn't count.
Okay, so previous to that was a year and a half ago. 2.5 years ago.
How long was that?
2.5 years.
Okay, that's kind of like it.
And you?
Like 4 and a bit years ago, and I was with him for 3-4 years, and then before that I was in a relationship for like 5.5 years.
Right, okay. And have you either of you have been cheated on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and is that why it comes to an end, or was that one of the reasons?
Mine's the reason why
That
it
was
come to an
the
end,
reason.
No, mine was because I was fed up of their lifestyle.
Right, okay. Do you want to dive into that?
Yeah, I just think, when you're younger, maybe you're attracted to people with lifestyles that are a little bit on the edge.
Yeah, I hear that.
And
We spoke about this before.
Dancing close to the
you're
fire,
like
yeah.
you're like a bad boy. You're like someone that living life on the edge, and soon you grow out of that. What are you laughing at?
It's just internal joke.
No, nothing. Cool.
Right, yeah, we'll have no private jokes on this today.
Yeah,
thank
if
you very
there's
much.
an internal joke,
Flirting
you need
with
to
the
share it with the
idea.
audience.
Yeah, we've got guests.
No, yeah, we spoke about exactly this very, very, very
I
early on.
used to
in the
love
pod.
it. I used to
about
love
this
it.
yesterday
I
with
used to just
someone.
think it was absolutely brilliant.
And now you want the complete
now,
opposite.
Like, well, I won't say the complete opposite. I don't want to see a fairy.
Yeah.
But you want security.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want that to be taken away from me, which it was taken away from me. And then I was the one suffering on the
receiving end.
outside.
Yeah.
Receiving end,
Do you think men bring security to a relationship then?
Ooh,
Definitely,
Yeah.
100%.
So in that case,
Yeah.
women definitely do need men.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Love that.
Yeah, it's not that we don't want a man. It's that we want the right man. And
Yeah.
that's not that easy to find. But you was also saying this when we spoke before.
What was that saying?
It's hard to find men.
Sounds like Oz. Fruitcake.
Yeah, little fruit loop over here.
Sitting here with his ice gem haircut taking a piss, mate.
You were saying in the pub that it's hard to find the right woman.
No, of course.
Yeah,
yes.
fucking
Yeah,
So
it is.
In this day and age, yeah.
Yeah.
In the West, it's crazy.
So why do you think that is?
Yeah.
In the West? What do you mean the West?
Because girls.
Sure, what do you mean in the West? The West of England?
Well, being a northerner and all that, I was like, you know.
No, I meant like the West as in
Western culture.
Yeah, Western culture.
Got you.
American.
There's no traditional values anymore. Like people just want to be single and have fun. So women have become very masculine in my eyes. So therefore, they don't want to settle down and find someone till they hit a certain age. Like, be honest, in your 20s, I don't know, you might be different, but was you looking to find someone straight away and settle down? Or?
See, I did do that.
I was in a 9-year relationship in my 20s.
You missed that.
From a different generation, was you just going to say?
Hang on, yo, you missed that. Wait,
I was in a 9-year relationship when I was in my 20s.
Okay, so but
Yeah.
then flip it. Like, let's generalise and look at it as a whole now. Women don't want that anymore.
This
they
is
don't,
true.
They don't
because
want to
they
be in
can earn their own
relationships.
money through social media, and I think.
Yeah, but that's not. But money is not a fulfilled life,
No,
is
but
it?
I think
They
lots
don't
of
think
women
that.
used to rely on men for money,
Do you
and
know
now
what the-
they don't need to anymore.
Do you know what the
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah, but then
difference is?
they just feel like they end up motherless, childless. They end up alone.
Bro,
Oh, I know.
I
Do you
think.
know what I mean? And they've got money
Yeah.
to think like a woman's. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like a woman has that urge to want to have a child.
Yeah,
eventually.
for
wants
sure.
To wants to be a mum. Wants to be with her family and what have you. Do you know what I mean? It's
women
just
are not maternal anymore, bro.
yeah, they're not. You're right,
in the West.
But wouldn't you would you guys,
In the Wild West.
would you not agree,
It
yeah?
is the Wild West, isn't it? Fucking
It's
more-
the Wild West.
The more independent women get,
Yeah.
they say, I am independent of anyone. I feel like the more independent a man gets, he says, the more I can look after people around me.
yeah, man, 100%.
That is true. That's a really
we
good
go.
point.
If I get more success on something and I can help, I could do
can't
this,
wait
I
to
could
look
do that, I
after
could
them.
look after my wife.
Yeah.
You're saying I don't need a man. So therefore, when women get independent, I think it's great that you guys have found your independence. But the more successful you guys get, the more in this state you guys are getting to thinking, I don't need a man, I don't need anyone.
I actually think social media and like things that we get to see on TV, like Love Island and things like that, see men and women cheating on each other and treating each other like shit. And I actually think women do it as a defense mechanism. So they build this independent lifestyle as a defense mechanism to protect themselves against what's going on because they don't want to get their hearts broken.
That's
Maybe they've already
absolutely what I've done.
Yeah,
1 million
same.
percent.
I feel
1
like
million
that.
percent. I'm always like, sometimes like Charlie, I'm like, just want a man. She's like, fucking hell, Frankie, I thought you was
Our
independent.
entire podcast is about you trying to find a man, Frankie. It is. It's like Frankie's Lonely Heart column, honestly. If you haven't seen it,
Season
tune in.
6 and she's still
Yeah,
single.
season 6 and she's still trying.
The eggs are frozen. And I'm still single.
The eggs are frozen, I'm set.
Go watch them with behind the camera.
Basically, yeah.
I'm only joking.
Oh, you will be. Headlock.
Where you said you're from up north?
Yeah, Leeds.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry to any of my Leeds guys out there. I'm only playing.
You've just lost all the northern.
Yeah, you just lost all the Leeds
all the
followers.
northerners.
Do you lot believe in like a toxic masculinity and toxic femininity?
I believe in toxic femininity, definitely.
Yeah.
I do agree with some of the things that you said, i.e. that there are women out there now that are taking it to the extreme, to the next level, and they are becoming more masculine, and like putting on that front. I do think it is
There
a
is a big
front.
front.
No, I think it's a front.
I agree.
Yeah, and I do think that it is ruining the whole like dating, and men are probably really put off by that.
So do you think you put it on too much?
Probably sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
Yeah. Put on having like a bit of, I put on a front sometimes, like to protect myself, definitely.
Yeah.
I do know that I do it. Like I'll be independent to a point where I won't let my guard down because I think, what if this guy's going to let me down like all the others?
Yeah.
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 I think that's quite a natural thing for people to do, though. I don't think that's necessarily.
But I don't take it to the extreme, sorry, but there are people that take it to the extreme, I think.
It's natural to feel like that, but then how you act on it is the most important
Yeah.
part. So if you're acting on it in a way where it's going to make that guy feel like you're just putting up this front where you're just being this masculine woman, then it's
Yeah.
Hard work
It's,
for no
it's,
reason.
it's like,
Yeah.
why are you being like that? I'm
Yeah.
just trying to, because, out of 9 of those or 10 of those shit guys, one of them might be the right guy.
Of course.
And
Hopefully.
if you treat him all the same, then technically he's not going to see you any different to how the other 8 or 9 saw you. So you always got to go into an open mind. It's how you take action that's the most important thing, I think, personally.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like be open to every single guy.
No, well, if you get past the 3-date rule, then the guard can start to come down.
That's it. And you build trust.
I don't think I've had 3 dates with the same girl ever.
Well, fuck. Well, you're a problem. Red flag.
Red flag. Talk to me. How have you not got past 3 dates with a girl?
Well, actually, you know what? Actually, this is a great opportunity for me to ask both of you your opinion.
Okay.
We'll circle back to this. I need your opinion on something. Right.
All right, okay.
So I've actually...
Now it's his lonely arts column.
Yeah.
Hear me out, yeah, right. So I actually come on pod about 3 weeks ago and we was talking about worst dating experiences, and I openly said on the pod I've never ever had a bad dating experience ever.
Wow.
That bit me in the arse because this weekend I had a bad dating experience.
And he's not told us.
And I've not told Merc and Ozzy on purpose because I wanted to get their genuine reaction on camera, right?
We've tried to get it out of him.
Mason knows because obviously Mason's lives local to me and I was out with him on the weekend, so it made sense for me to tell him, but I haven't told these two purposes, so they're hearing it for the first time as well, right? So I want your honest opinion.
Okay.
Right.
He says it's really bad, so let's see.
Can't be worse than yours.
Alright, listen, let's not go on.
It is.
Really? It's worse than that
It's
story.
worse. Wait until you hear it. Right. So
Exactly.
I'll try and make it. I'll try and speed it up as quick as possible because otherwise it'll end up being a bloody 4-minute reel.
Okay.
Right. So long story short, I chopped this bird about 2 weeks ago.
Right, so you chopped it before you dated her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's normally how. It
Right.
Sorry. Cut that out, please, Ash. Fuck's sake. Or bleep it at least. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Bleep that out, please, Ash.
What did
He said, I can't say it again, can
Bleep it
I?
out.
Can we start doing
Oh,
that?
right. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, we should
Start
do
again.
that.
Go on,
Right. Hear me out. Right. So, I chopped this girl the other week, and then I ended up talking to her via text. She said, "Do you want to go out for a date?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I booked up to go play like crazy golf up near me.
Cool, I like
Okay,
it.
we like that.
Yeah.
Adventure day.
Yeah, adventure day. I was thinking about doing
Green
a sit-down.
flag.
Yeah. Right. So I'm driving to go pick her up, and on the way to pick her up, my mate calls me and he says, "Yo, I'm going up to London tonight to Mayfair. And I've got a table up there, and I'm going out with a girl, and I'm going out with one of the other boys, and he's bringing the girls with him as well. Do you want to come along with it and get a table of 6?" I was like, I'll ask the girl. I don't know if she's going to be on it. She doesn't know any of you boys, and she doesn't know any of the girls. But I'll ask her when I pick her up and give her the choice. She can go crazy golf. We'll go to Mayfair and have some dinner. Picked her up, told her a suggestion.
Mayfair.
She said,
Free dinner.
Fuckers. And you wonder why we don't take birds out. There you go.
Facts.
So I picked her up. I said, "What would you rather do?" She said, "I'm happy to go to dinner." I was like, "It's with my friends," and she went, "That's not a problem at all." So we get to London, go to this dinner, and it's a proper like swanky place, really, really nice food, live band, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, love that.
It's beautiful. She gels with the girls instantly, and all the girls are getting along well. And me and the boys, well, obviously we've been boys for ages, so it's sweet. Anyway, halfway through the dinner, the girls are joining out for a vape, so all the girls go out for a vape, and then that's it. They come back in, and then the girl I'm with goes to me, "You never believe what? I met some of my friends outside." I went, "What, you met your friends in the middle of Mayfair? How random's that?" And I just thought, she goes, "Yeah, how weird's that? I just bumped into them." And I'd never thought anything else of it. Anyway, we go down, we finish our meal, quite a trumpy bill, go downstairs, have a few more drinks, and then I was like, "Right, should we go home?" And she was like, "Yeah, let's go home." So one of the other couples has already left, so there's only 2 couples left, me and my bird, and my mate and his bird.
Yes, guys, I hope you're enjoying the show so far. Guys, we appreciate every single one of you, but we noticed that a lot of the viewers are not subscribing, so do us a favour and please hit that subscribe button. Let's get back to the show.
So the Uber turns up, and I'm like, "All right, let's get in." She goes, "I'm going to go meet my friends." I went, what do you mean you're going to go and meet your friends? And she goes, "Oh, well, look, I didn't bring an overnight bag, I haven't got my makeup wipes, and I just feel like it'd be easier if I go back with them because they live in the same area as me." I'm like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me." I was like, "Are you sure? I'm not leaving you in the middle of London on your own." She goes, "No, they're on their way already. They're going to come meet me." I was like, "Are you actually sure?" She's like, yeah, no worries." So I get in the cab and I'm fucking livid. I'm with the other couple and I'm like fuming.
There you are, like in the back, like ready to go.
I've got a fucking pounding headache at this point. We're driving home and I'm like, "Fuck, I left my car key in her bag." I call her up, I'm like, "Babe, I left my car key in your bag." And she's like, "Oh, come back and get it." I went, "Taxi driver, can you stop?" Get out of the cab, I run up the road, I'm like, "Have you got my key?" She went, "Yeah, here it is." And she's with 3 geezers.
No.
And I'm in shock at this point. I'm like, "What?" So I get the key and I go back to the cab and I walked in the cab and went, "You'll never believe what." And the girl my mate's on a date with, she goes, "She was with 3 geezers, weren't you?" I went, "How the fuck do you know?" She goes, "Well, when I was outside earlier," it gets worse. When I was outside earlier, she bumped into these 3 boys and that she said she knew them. I was like, "Right." And she goes, "She slept with all 3 of them. They're all in the same friendship group." Fuck off. I swear. How fucking bad is that?
And for the record, can we just ask how old this girl is?
No,
we can't do that.
Why?
Why?
You can, just beep it out.
21.
What's wrong with that?
And she's already slept with 3 men in the same friendship group. What a fucking hoe.
That is really bad. And you just paid for a dinner. Fuck.
It wasn't a cheap dinner.
No, I know.
Wow.
That's what I mean.
Okay, we're not all like that.
Right, but I've
That is
never...
disgusting.
Is it the one with the...
Yeah, it's that one.
So what did you say to her?
I blocked her everything instantly.
You didn't say anything?
No.
What you've
What?
not said.
I didn't say nothing.
No, I would have got my fucking...
Sent her an
2
invoice in the post.
I would never... I don't ever dress anything like that.
I would have put a video up like this, spoke to the camera and sent it
Wow.
to her. You're dressing it.
I'm addressing it right now.
Yeah, I know, but that's mad.
Yo, the one with makes sense. Makes sense.
How mental is that? So not
Yeah.
only did she
That's
when she
massive
said,
disrespect.
That's
the
really
first word I said when you told me.
Disrespect.
That is so
yeah.
disrespectful.
I just
Yeah.
think like she knew you was coming with the keys as well. So
Like,
at least go down the
hide
road. Don't
them.
be standing with 3 geezers. Like obviously the fact that she's with them is like so bad anyway. But the fact
But
that
she
she
hasn't
knew
even
you
tried
was
to
coming
hide
with the
it.
keys and she just
man.
didn't feel no
That's
way
dickhead
about standing
behaviour.
there.
You're not
bad.
dressed it.
no, I'm not just
I would have said something there and then, bro. Yeah.
Why?
I was saying I'm
I
an
want to see a
ugly.
reaction.
What's
bro.
that going to
I
achieve?
just want to see the reaction.
Don't need to. No reaction is best reaction.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
what
that
Charlie
is
says.
true. I'm that
Yeah,
girl.
I would have said something.
I'm that girl.
This is the reaction. The
Silence.
whole,
Yeah,
the whole
silence.
internet knows now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the moral high ground.
Insert
that's
picture
what I
there.
would-
Here.
I wouldn't.
Blacklist.
No, but
I
like,
wanted to message me again and then
I've-
just read it and then...
I've never experienced anything like that in my life.
That's so
Yeah, that is
bad.
shocking.
No wonder
That's
she didn't want to go crazy golf.
He's going to get PTSD
That
next
wouldn't have
time he
happened
goes
if I went
crazy.
to Crazy Golf.
Wow,
There you
lesson
go.
to be
There's a
learned.
lesson there. Don't take
We
it.
actually would say not to go for a Mayfair dinner on the first
Do you know
date.
what? Do you know what? I wouldn't
And
have.
I'm a female, and I'm not just, you know.
No, you're 100% right. I wouldn't have
wouldn't.
if it wasn't with all my mates.
Got
Yeah.
you, so
and
it's
their
kind of
girls.
like,
on that, though.
yeah.
Why?
Because I think, you know, that's a treat. You need to get to know each other.
100%.
I wouldn't
Don't need to
expect
go
a man to
all
pay that
out.
amount of
Yeah.
money on a first
Thank
date.
you.
I agree.
I think first date somewhere more local, maybe just like drinks
Thank
or
you.
something where you could maybe get a little bit of a tapas
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
restaurant.
North Kingford.
And then second day, we say like an adventure date
Yeah,
of some
like
sort.
crazy
You can get to know
golf
each
is
other.
good.
What was that?
Second day. Are you
What's-
You went and want to see what happened to you. You said,
Then third date, we would say somewhere a little bit
Mayfair.
nicer because if you get to the third date, you're going to continue dating. You're going to know by second date whether you're going to see each other again or
No,
not.
by
Yeah.
first date.
Yeah,
I know
well,
that first
I
date.
spent that application
How do you know
right.
by first
Literally,
date
just
then?
the
Come
vibe.
on.
and that's the 3-date rule.
Managing
the vibe.
expectations.
I got
are-
And after the
energy.
Mayfair dinner, then you can put
Yeah,
out.
I'm such a vibes
You wouldn't do
person.
that
See, I done
before.
it the opposite way around. Like, she put out, then I took her out to make for dinner.
To be fair, that's fucking hell. She was winning. You should already put out. I
Energy,
reckon you
yeah.
should get
Oh,
dashed.
Mate.
when we meet us lot meet people for the first time, boys or girls.
Yeah.
If boys we meet, we know we're going to get on with them or not. We'll know from the first time we meet.
100%.
Girls, the same thing. Once you've met a girl once, you'll know off the back of that. You go, yeah, I like her energy, man.
Yeah, so you're never going to see us again then, yeah?
I
mate-
do agree with what you're saying, but sometimes I think on the first day people are nervous.
Yeah.
And they're maybe trying to. I think people sometimes put on not an act, but they show up on a first date. So if you get a second date, you might catch them when they're more relaxed.
Yeah.
So I
100%
always
right.
give someone
Yeah, I can
the
agree
chance
with
of a second date because sometimes they might act a bit nervous or like not 100% themselves. So I give them a chance of a second date.
I say when you
If
meet
I
someone,
like them, if I don't like them, then obviously no
There
second
you
date.
go.
I'm not going to waste their time. But if I'm a little bit like, I can see potential, maybe they're a bit nervous, then I would go on a second date and then I'd decide after that.
Sorry, hold that thought. Do you really want to be with a man that's nervous? Like,
Yeah,
No,
I was just
exactly,
thinking that
but
inside
not
my head. I
like-
was just thinking
Like I
that.
said, I can be a bit intimidating. I talk a
And that
lot.
you're with
yeah,
the wrong
you're
man.
fucking
Yeah,
minions,
but you
mate.
can't.
If your man is, if your man is nervous on that date, I'd be.
That
Yeah, but bro,
is
you
true.
got- but the thing is, though,
I'm
let's be
just too
honest,
nice.
Yeah, but you need to see it from like maybe a guy that's not on your caliber's perspective. Not everyone's as confident as we are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there's a lot-
agree.
Imagine how many guys are out there that are single,
You
struggling.
shouldn't have sympathy for these guys. They need,
It's
to,
not
they need
about-
to get the confidence.
Yeah, but bro,
up.
it's, like,
There's a quote.
but you could
There's a
have
quote
loads-
that these
it's
young
not that
guys.
easy for everyone.
There's a
And-
quote that
And
these.
was
young-
it? What was we?
We was
No,
once
hold
that
up,
guy.
hold up,
we
hold
was
up.
once that guy.
Hold up, we was once that guy, but however, not everyone makes it past that line. So
that's the whole point of
even,
this.
Hang on,
even,
hang on. There's a quote that I learned that I now live by, and the young boys can live by this.
Listen up.
Right. Right. Even if you're nervous, or the quote is if you're scared, right? But even if you're scared, even if you're nervous, just pretend that you're not, because
Fake it.
nobody
That's what
knows
I
the
always
difference.
did.
Because nobody knows the difference anyway.
Yeah.
So if you are thinking you're nervous or shaky going on a date, you need to act as though you're not even though you are inside. Just pretend you're playing a role. You're in a movie, you're in a soap, you're playing a role. Still be yourself, but acting somebody you think, no, do you know what? I'm fucking confident as fuck.
That's lovely.
Nobody knows the difference anyway.
Fake it till you make it. That's what I
character.
Right, sweetheart.
Yeah, 100%. I do agree.
No, that's acting like a dickhead.
You stop speaking to the side of the camera.
But it makes no difference.
It does, bruv. You don't do the audios. I do.
Well, they come out all right.
Because I'm more the one.
There you go then.
I don't think you're wrong, but I just think
that's a Rihanna quote,
everyone's circumstance is different.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of guys that'll be far worse, like less confident than we was when we started off. I just think not a lot of guys are as confident as you think they are, or as they should be. So essentially going into a date. To be fair to you guys, yeah, I think personally when you're dating someone, the first like maybe few weeks or a few months. Is that actually the real person? Because everyone's doing the best they can.
We've got a 3-month rule.
It's an interview.
Yeah, that's it.
We've got the 3-month rule. So you've got 1, 2, 3 dates, and then if you get past third date, that's when you can put out. Then,
Have you never thought these rules are the reason why you're single?
fuck off.
Do you think she actually sticks to them?
What did she say?
Do you really think she sticks to them?
That's the reason why she's single.
But the 3-month rule is that person will, like you say, people put on like a front and this and that, but you can't keep that up past 3 months. Like, you know, when you get the past 3 months, you're going to know whether they're chatting shit about whatever that they're talking shit about. It's going to come out, or vice versa. You're going to know whether this girl's a crazy toxic bitch. Like, you're going to know. So within that 3 months, and then in the bin, trash.
Yeah, that's actually happened to me. I've dated guys before, and then for like beyond the 3-month period, and then the cracks have started to appear, and I'm like, who even are you?
What about if you wait 3 months and then you eventually get to bed and it's dead?
No, you don't wait.
We don't wait 3
months to get to bed.
3 days.
Then they'll sleep with
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, that's
fine.
All going down, walk down the park as well.
Yeah.
Is that it, man?
No, my point is,
that
like,
out.
you know, you need
Cut
to get
that
to know
out.
this person more.
Yeah.
That's my point. But obviously, sometimes you can make exceptions, you know.
Covering their ass there in case anyone's watching.
You say 3-date rule, but realistically, if I really like a girl and I'm a prick and I really want to sleep with her, I will still make sure I go past that 3-date rule to sleep with her, and then I've been her off. So what I'm saying is, it depends on the intentions, not about the amount of days you have.
Very true.
Yeah, if the guy really
You'd
wants
still
to
take her on 3 dates.
Well, if I was that invested into like these
That's
guys
effort.
know that there's 3 dates? Do you tell them that? You don't tell them that, right?
No. Well, they all know now because we
Yeah,
talk about it on our podcast.
But essentially, I'm just saying the guy's intentions will be clear from the start. We pretty much know, as you guys would, from the start, if you want to get to know someone.
Yeah.
And majority of the time nowadays, it's a hookup culture. We just want to bust and dust, really, don't we?
What's your opinions, girls, in terms of sleeping with someone on the first date?
Like there's a time and a place for it, isn't there? Like it all depends what the chemistry's like, if you like each other. It happens. Like we're not saying, oh, you shouldn't sleep with someone on the first date. It's kind of like it does happen, doesn't it? Like if you're having a really good time and you've got great chemistry, boom, it's gonna happen. But I just think sometimes if you're like to have a little bit of respect for yourself, like do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I also
would
think,
try
are
not
you
to-
dating for fun? Because if you're dating for fun, then do your thing. If you're dating to meet someone long term, then that's when I would bring the
Right, so let's
3-day
circle back
rule
to
then.
when you said about if you're dating to have fun.
Yeah.
So
I've had my fun.
what's your opinion on body count?
Oh, I've got no opinion on body
I
count.
don't
Do
have
your
an opinion
thing,
on that either.
girl.
Everyone's got a past.
No
yeah.
opinion is an opinion. So you don't think it matters if a girl has a high body count?
Wow.
There you go, see?
Where's the no opinion?
Yeah.
I thought you had no opinion.
I mean,
I wouldn't ever hold it against someone, but I'd
No,
like...
not a guy.
Not a guy.
No. I wouldn't hold it against like a girl or a guy, and I don't
I
think a
think
guy.
there's different-
But I do.
What do you
feel
think
like,
it looks like from a male perspective
Yeah, I
if a
don't
girl
think it
has a
looks
high
good.
body count?
Yeah, not
I
good.
don't think it looks good.
Not
I
good.
would
I
like
think
to
if it's like loads, like, you know, all within like loads within the same friendship group, or, you know, like what you've just said, she slept with bloody 3 of her friends,
Yeah,
three of the
that's
same
crazy.
guys. Like, is she all right?
Silly bitch.
Yeah, wow, gosh, bloody hell. Yeah, you've heard.
Cut that
Break
out.
it
Keep that in, Ash. Keep that in, brother.
But
No, sorry, let him answer the question.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, like at the end of the day, you've got to, you know, do these things to know whether they are right for you or not.
if you really,
Go on, babe, you dance around that question.
if you really like someone, I think you could look past their body count, i.e. if you're a girl or a boy. Oh, really? You don't? I do think that you've got to have
How do you
respect
know
for
about
yourself
their
as a girl,
body count
just saying.
then?
Actually, I'll tell you how we know.
How do you know about body count?
So we have a CRB.
Before sticking it in.
No, we do it's funny because you know that girl that I took on the day. I had done a CRB on her, and it come back dirty, and I didn't trust it, and I should have tried.
And you should have trusted it.
We have a CRB system that's fucking
Okay, tell
flawless.
me about this.
We can't tell you, but
Why?
basically we have the right channels to find that nearly everyone's not a complete pass.
If
but
you go fishing, you'll find out what you want to find out.
And
Frankie Kelly, watch out.
I'm clean.
My boy gave me a CRB and he come back bad, and I did.
And you just ignored it. Wow, okay.
I'll swear. I'll swear.
He told me, he said, bruv, honestly.
Yeah, there you go. Like,
and I didn't.
MOT come back failed, and he still went for it, and then he got pulled up.
He bought it anyway. he went to test drive it anyway.
Whoever a quick
Got caught in the AMPR, bruv. Got fucked up.
Got pulled over by 3 gathers.
Can I just ask though? Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want an ambitious guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely.
You guys want a tall guy. I'm just saying, like you want a tall guy. You want.
That's not in my.
You want a. What do you want? What's your preference?
100% have to be ambitious.
Yeah.
Ambitious, loyal, family man. They have to be able to dress well. Have to be able to cook.
You want him to earn more money than you? Let's be honest.
I mean, it would be nice.
Okay, so everything you're listing is a preference, right?
Yeah.
Body count is our preference. We just don't like it in women. That's just what it comes down
Wow.
to. That is just
so
our
everything else
preference.
doesn't matter.
No, it does.
Guys don't really care how much a girl earns.
No, I
how
couldn't
much
give a
money
fuck.
you've got, like where you come from. Like we're just not
Fuck's
bothered.
sake, Charlie, we're doing it all wrong.
And I think that again, that comes from guys and girls playing their gender roles.
Yeah.
Because, like Oz was saying earlier, I can't remember if we said that on pod or off pod, but the more money a guy makes, the more he wants to take care of the people around him.
No, I love that. That reminds me of
And
my
like
dad.
that's why we want to make the money. Like, don't get me wrong, us boys want to make our money because we want to have a good lifestyle. Same as you girls make your money because
100%.
you want to go traveling,
Yeah.
see the world, buy
Yeah.
nice things for yourself. That's
Yeah.
cool. Everyone wants to do that. But in a guy's head, it's like we was only talking the other day. Like one day I will have a house with enough land on it where I can have another house and my mum's will live on it, so that I can look after my mum. Yeah, like that's our life goals. Is things like that.
It's all the same goals.
I can get that house.
Yeah, but I want
No, but
that
it's
as
not
well.
because you're not all.
Yeah, Mum,
there's
but that's-
many men out there that are not like that. Let me
That's true.
tell you.
That's-
Do you know the amount of guys? Because I've got my own place. The amount of guys that are like, oh, own place, moving in. I'm like, whoa, get out that door,
Poncy
mate.
pants.
Poncy fucking pants. Yeah, like literally.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
So you lot are not like that. So
Yeah,
you don't
you're-
understand why we're like this. We protect ourselves because I'm telling you now, there is multiple men that they see that you've got your shit together, you've got your own car, you've got your own this, and they're
you're
like,
right.
in we come. And there they are with a
With a
fucking
suitcase.
bag. And I'm like, hang on a minute, you haven't even got past the second date yet. Out you go.
I can imagine. Yeah, I
That
can
just shows
imagine.
me.
And he's one of them.
You're picking them again.
Not you. Not you. Not you.
He's one of them.
Poncy pants.
Not you.
Poncy pants.
What the fuck is going on there?
Not you. The guy that we spoke about.
Fucking hell, boy.
The guy that we spoke about. One of them.
Yeah, Poncy pants.
I was like, what? He's pointing at you. What's going on here?
Dead.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. He was one of them.
But yeah, guys don't care.
Absolutely.
So that like
Identify
like
that
I
real
that's our
quick.
currency when we look at a woman.
So
I get
yeah.
that. I don't think I do all of this, like run my own business and like fund my own lifestyle to try and pull a guy though. I do it because I want to have a good life.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's-
that's the right reasons to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas
It's
a lot
all
of women,
yeah.
a lot of women
right?
who also in a similar situation to you will probably turn around and say, "I do it because I don't need a fella,
Yeah.
not because
Oh,
I
no.
just want to be able to look after myself,
Yeah.
but because I've got."
Until I find
Like
one.
us guys know, yeah. We watched a very good video of it today. Actually, we don't have a safety net. Yeah, like I've got no inheritance. Yours, like things like that. Like we've got no one. We can't just fall back on somebody to go. I'll find myself a nice rich bird to fuck. It just doesn't really
doesn't
happen.
work like
yeah?
that.
It
Yeah,
just doesn't work
no.
like that. Like you'd feel like a fucking maggot of a man.
there's people
doing-
that
Yeah,
do.
true.
No one's
of
coming
course.
to save you.
No one's coming to save us. Whereas women, you can, with all due respect, girls, you can get to a certain age. It doesn't really matter what age. To be fair, you will find a fella out there somewhere who will just
Sugar daddy. We'll get to Johnny's hideout.
Someone will take you in
No, I know.
eventually.
Do you know? Yeah. Do you know what?
I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Whereas
And
guys
it's,
don't. Guys
It's
can
mad.
live to an old age and die alone. Do you know
No,
what I
trust
mean?
me, it's mad. And the thing is,
They can, though.
it's really funny because when I was in my first long-term relationship, like I had all of that. I didn't have to lift a finger if I didn't want to. You know, he was the most amazing guy. But we just met at the wrong time in life. He was 5 years older than me and he was ready to settle down. And I was like, whoa, I want to, you know, I lost my dad and I wanted to travel the world. And I was like, life's too short.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in Leeds anymore. And I was like, you know, I want to go off and do my thing. But in order for me to go off and do my thing and be ambitious and travel the world and see all these amazing countries, I have to fend for myself.
Yeah.
So I went from having that life and not being Miss Independent and thinking, how the fuck am I going to live without a man, to then going the other way because I've had to fend for myself. I don't have family around me in London. My family live Asia away. My dad's not here. You know, these things, like, you know, external factors. And then obviously the more I've been able to do it, the more I'm like, I can do this. So you can fuck off and you can fuck off. But obviously I don't want to be like that. But I have to be like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've just been traveling around America for a month. I paid for that on my own.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
One
yeah,
day
it's cool.
you will be able to, if you find the right person, give all of that up to be. Well, would you give it up to be?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I can just talk shit on my podcast all day. That's the dream.
You just want to be a Range Rover mum, don't you?
Yeah.
That's it.
Marley,
Drop
does that
the
sound
kid
good
off
for
to
you?
school.
Yeah, Marley's happy with
He
that.
won't be around till then, no.
Yes, he will. He's going to live forever.
Aussie, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to settle down in the next couple of years. Fucking hell, Aussie.
Like tomorrow.
Savage, Oz.
Who's 11?
Don't you worry, Marley. We've got you, boy.
Don't you worry, Marley. You've got 3 years in, don't you worry.
OIP dog. I'm sorry,
Hey,
bro.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
OAP. Hey, looks good.
I'm sorry, brother.
It's all right.
Freezes eggs and all. Sorry. Oh dear. So you would give it all up though?
Absolutely. Yes.
So that goes to show then, I mean, there's a statistic to say the most happiest women are women that stay at home and look after their home and then their kids. But then you say that nowadays and you get pulled up on it.
What's
like
your
you're
views and
trying
opinions
to,
on
trying to
that?
say something toxic. Like
What's your views and opinion on that, girls, in terms of like, would you be a stay-at-home mum?
I think I'd always have to have something.
I would have to have some kind of like work, just because I think it gets you away from being like insular, like in the house with the kids all the time. I can't ever see myself doing that, like mum and baby groups. Like, yeah, you can do that and you socialise, but you're still
And
with
did
your
that make
kids.
you laugh?
Yeah, because I was
Mum and
thinking
baby
mum and
group.
baby groups.
I can't wait to do mum and baby
I was thinking
groups.
of myself there, like that's mad.
Yeah.
But no, one day I'll go to a mum and baby group, but you're still only talking about babies. Like, you do need to just get out and be yourself. But I am fully like up for being a stay-at-home mum, but with a little like side job,
hustle,
just
yeah.
because I couldn't imagine
fair
asking my husband, "Oh, please, can I
Can I
have
have
30
some
quid to get my
money?"
nails done?" Like that would just crush my soul. Like, I just couldn't
I don't
do
think there's
it.
anything wrong with that.
No, I think it depends on
That's
the
a
type
good
of
thing.
person
Yeah.
you're with. If he controls you with his money, then that's not the
Yeah,
right
if he's
person.
narcissistic,
Yeah.
then
That's the wrong person. Like someone who controls people with their money. Did you
Yeah.
just hit me, bro?
yeah, he's trying to make friends with you. He's like, I want to live forever.
He's got a nice little bow as well. But no, I think that depends on the person.
Yeah, of course. No, I get that. But I do also have strong opinions on, like, if you are a stay-at-home mum, then I think, like, obviously the man's out earning the money, putting the food on the table and all that. Then you can, like, you cook the food, you clean the house, you be the mum and do all things like that. It's like a shared responsibility, isn't it? If he's going out and working really hard and breaking his back, or whatever, he might not be breaking his back, he might...
He's working hard in some
But
form
he's
or another.
working hard
Yeah,
in
yeah,
some form or another, then your responsibility has to be like looking after the house, looking
Why
after
do you
the
think
kids,
girls
things like
these days? Well, I think I know the answer to it, but like, from a woman's perspective, why do you feel there's been such a massive shift in the way like girls think about what they're fucking owed at such a young age? And
It's
like,
just social media.
I do think
isn't
it's
it?
social media and Love Island and programmes like that see girls going out, earning their own money, living their best life. Like,
Girls weren't ever really able to do that before. Men were always. This is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Gender pay gap.
I was literally about to say what's your
Yeah.
thoughts on it. But
So,
I've got a good answer for this,
like,
but yeah, go on.
you know,
I've got an
like,
answer for this as well.
oh,
yeah, well, so
we all
the
do.
company that I work for is currently closing the gender pay gap, and I'm like, it's fucking bullshit. It should have been closed anyway. I don't know why there was a difference, but that is it, isn't it? There was a difference because the man would earn more and the woman would be at home. But now, because we're becoming more equal in that, this is why, you know, they're closing gender pay gaps in places. But that answers your question, right?
in answer to what you've just said there, if it's cheaper for a company to hire lots of women, why do they not do that?
Yeah. That's literally what I was about
Because
to
they're going to have children.
Because they're going to have children and time off, and it's
then you
headache
have
for
time
them.
off.
They can quite easily replace you with another woman.
Yeah,
True.
I guess. What
Yeah,
are you trying to
true.
say? That men are better workers than women?
No.
No, not at all.
I'm like, what are you getting at with
like,
this?
why is that? Why do you feel as though that's the case? Like, if it's more beneficial for a business to pay women less money on purpose, why would they not just have a company full of women and have a like?
But there are certain things that men are like better at and
for
can
sure.
do better.
100%.
Yeah.
Like
Men
what?
have
List
their
a
roles,
few.
like blue jobs, like taking out the bins, things like that.
List a few businesses that men are better able than women.
What they are better at the business or better at the role within the business?
Both.
Putting the bins out.
That's not business.
I don't know, like those like heavy lifting jobs, like women.
But that's not really where the gender pay gap
No, I
happens.
know,
That's,
but-
Right, so there is gender pay gap within my company. So obviously it's an alcohol.
I've worked in the city for
company.
10 years almost.
Yeah.
And I have not seen a gender pay gap.
What? So it's equal.
Yeah. If you work your fucking bollocks off, I know girls that earn shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And I know girls that earn fuck all money because they're lazy.
Yeah.
So, and there's guys in the office that do the same amount of work and they get fuck all money. And there's guys in the office that work their asses off and get paid a shit ton of money.
Paid
Like,
on performance.
there you are.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for, really. You are paid by the effort that you put in.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's-
I have not seen that pay gap. Like I've worked with girls in my office. I've worked with my company 6 years now. Some of the girls there I've worked with for 4 or 5 years. They earn fucking dough, mate, because they work hard.
So in answer to your question, then, do you think generally men do work harder? Is that why there's more men than women?
I don't know the answer to that.
no, I
question.
don't know. I don't think men work harder. I think
No.
I think
it's down to. I think it's down to personal merit
yeah.
I do think also though that like when you're
in today's world.
yeah,
In today's world, I can't comment for 50, 60 years ago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking about the here and now in this country.
I don't think
yeah.
that. I really, honestly, do not think that exists at all. In today's society, in the office environment, in the Western world, I do not think that exists.
yeah. I don't either really, but obviously I
genuinely don't. But you've got a barber,
yeah,
right?
yeah, and everyone
Right.
gets paid the same. That's what I mean.
There you go.
But,
Do you pay? Yeah, do you pay them all the same?
Yeah, of course.
What,
Same.
in the
Even though
barber
the
shop and
women
in the
probably get
aesthetic
better
salon?
tips.
Because she's got two. She's got a barber shop and
Yeah, they all get paid the same. Yeah,
Well done,
Same with my
darling house.
business. We have female
Yeah.
saleswomen, and they all get paid the same.
but the girls probably do get more tips. They
There you
do.
go.
Love that.
There you go.
Tits for tips.
Women
True that.
It is right. It's sex
True
sales.
that.
men just
Got treatment rooms.
Fucking hell.
So maybe cut that.
So you're gonna drown. So.
Where's this?
In Canterbury, but I mean, they're going to have the wrong clientele there now.
Sweet.
Knocking
like-
at the
it's gonna
door.
be like Hooters.
Oh, yeah.
I'm there every Thursday.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's popped a blueies there every day.
Straight from Mayfair.
Late night.
Oh fucking she ditched me. I'm going for a haircut.
We got Charlie at 1 a.m. in the barbershop.
Can you open it up? for me?
inside.
I'm on my way. I've got a stiff one.
Open the shutters. I'm on my way.
Fuck's sake, guys. Relationships-wise, girls, yeah. In terms of, there's a whole scene you just didn't see. In terms of dating-wise, then at your ages that you're at now, and who you want to, and who, Marley.
He pissed himself.
Yes, guys, just another gentle reminder that now we, the Graft Kings, are sponsored by IPAM. We want to give you more insight into their website and what they do. Ignite take pride in every transaction they do. They treat your commercial and residential property as it's their own. IPAM see it as a privilege to make sure that the buildings they manage thrive for their owners and first and foremost, but also for their occupiers. IPAM specialise in residential and property lettings. Our bespoke services including the market valuation, vetting potential tenants, conducting viewings, running checks and making sure that the right tenant is suitable for your property. So guys, make sure you check out their socials. Again, thank you IPAM for sponsoring us. Now let's get back to the show.
We got to say, Brev.
You can smell Lily's breath on it.
Wow.
Fucking chucking up.
Like an old brass.
Right, so back to the question. One sec, please. Back to the question. Right, so dating where you're at now, in the stages of your life and the ages that you're at now, who you're dating. Are
Yeah.
you picky about who you're dating, age-wise, and things like this? Like, what's the demographic you're going for?
It's
Like,
really interesting because we spoke about this the other day, didn't we?
Yeah,
And we're like, right,
I think we should date
we need to date older men.
Yeah.
But then you run the risk of, so older men know what they want more, or you think, okay, we're surmising
Yeah,
here. So that you would think that they would know what they want more. They've had enough playing around, they're ready to fucking settle down. But then they're likely to have children, so then you've got to be open to that. But also they're probably going to be, you know, more stable. But then I just always seem to fucking meet people that are like...
Emotionally unavailable.
Emotionally unavailable. Yeah, emotionally unavailable. Or... living at home with the grandma, and I'm like, yeah. So,
Really? Charlie?
Yeah.
So I think dating older, definitely, but because for the same reasons, really. I do feel like maybe they've got, like, boys mature later than women, definitely.
Agreed.
That is
a
known fact. So
Yeah. She's like looking at...
yeah, I'm like looking around. Have I offended?
No, we agree.
No, you can't offend us.
You're not wrong. No.
Yeah, no. So boys mature later than girls. So I do think dating older. Obviously, I haven't really dated that many older guys. I definitely need to explore that a bit more.
Why would you not date someone younger than you?
I'm not saying that I wouldn't, because I have previously. I'm just saying that previous, like when I've dated them, they've maybe not been ready to settle down. They've fucked around. Not really taken the whole dating thing, or even the relationship hasn't even been in sight. Do you know what I mean? I've wasted 3 months getting to know someone, and then still there's not a relationship on the horizon. So it's like
How much
almost
younger?
Like late 20s.
Late 20s.
Do you think it's good to? Do you think it's good to date? Do you think it's basically good to go looking for a relationship, or should you just date and see what happens?
I think date and see what happens, but I think when you know that you're ready to settle down, you just know, don't you?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you should date every Tom, Dick and Harry.
No, definitely
mean?
not. Obviously, you want to date people that you see potential in.
Okay.
But you don't know whether there's potential until maybe 2 or 3 dates, because like I said earlier, the first date, I think some people show up and maybe put on a bit of a front or try and impress. Nervous, I hate to say it, but yeah. And then second date, you might get to see them in a more natural environment, or they'll be more themselves. By the third date, I think then you're like, nah, there's definite, like second or third date, you'd know if there was potential. I don't date online, by the way. So like, I only meet people like when I'm out
and about,
or,
yeah.
out and about. So obviously, if you're dating online, you can talk, do all that bullshit.
Vetting, you can vet them.
I hate that.
Horrible, isn't it?
All that
Yeah, it's
bullshit
long.
small talk, that wheedles out a lot of people. But if you meet someone in a bar or wherever you are, and you vibe with them, obviously they might have had a few drinks, they might be with their friends, so they'll be acting in a way that they might not necessarily act.
Yeah, but then that shows.
When they're on their
yeah,
own.
but that shows what they're like.
Colours, though, really,
Yeah.
doesn't
Organic,
it?
isn't it?
Of
Yeah.
course, and I like to see. I really like to. The reason I like to meet people when like they're out and about is because I like to see how they interact with their friends.
Yeah.
I like to see how they're interacting with the waitress or the bar lady.
The
do you know
waitress,
what? I mean?
what? Give it a cheeky look.
Nah, as in like if they're rude, like that would if someone was rude to a waitress or
Yeah,
like
disgusting.
just little things like that, that would be a
Yeah,
massive
morals
ick for me, because morals are really important.
Yeah.
So I feel like how they're interacting with everyone in the room, how they're holding themselves is a really big thing for me, because I'm reading all those, I'm picking up on all those little signs.
Yeah, that's
about what
really
type
good
of
though
person
in that
they are.
environment.
Please and thank yous and things
Yeah,
like that.
cool.
Like,
I don't
just-
think girls of our generation do that. You know?
Yeah, they don't appreciate that.
The girls of our generation literally, not our generation, sorry, the younger generation are not like you at all.
yeah, maybe not.
They're not. They're not. They're not.
okay.
That's categorically no.
You're not wrong, bro.
They don't pick
Even
up their-
girls our own age, just about.
Yeah.
It's rare to find girls even our own age, later 30s.
How old are you all?
Well, I'll date girls 30, 31. Do you know
how
what I
old
mean?
would
Would you? You date up?
They're both
I have.
Fuck that.
You're-
I have.
Why fuck that?
Because like I said earlier,
Most
like,
girls I've dated have been older than me.
and look how they all turned out.
But that's not necessarily because of them.
What's it then? Because of
Because of him, because he's younger, so he's not ready for a relationship. This is my problem.
don't men.
Probably right. You're probably right. yeah.
I dated up.
So,
I dated up.
Yes, it's true,
Bad
this is
idea.
true.
Men shouldn't date up.
They older.
Yeah, never.
yeah,
Men should never date
I've
up.
nearly always.
I know loads of
Not
guys
always,
that date
but-
up.
I think it completely depends on
I chop
how
up.
you
I
are
won't
as a
date
man.
up.
Yeah,
It's different.
Oh, for God's
Yeah,
sake.
chopping up's different.
I think it depends on how you are as a man, though. Like, because if you are mature and you've got your shit together, then
I can't sit and have
Age-
not
age doesn't really matter.
Intellectual is the wrong word to use, but like
I know what you
can't
mean,
sit
though.
and have
Meaningful.
most people mean. Thank you.
Yeah.
A meaningful conversation with that, but like I'm a deep individual, so like for me, what most people would say, oh my god, I can't go that deep on a conversation. That's not deep for me.
Yeah.
We can just talk about that. Yeah. We can just have a chat about it. Whereas most people are as shallow as a bottle cap. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, especially the younger generations today, and people even our own age, they've just got no depth about them.
Yeah.
They've just got
Because
they've got no world experience.
They haven't lived.
No, it's not
That's
because they
bullshit,
haven't lived.
though.
It's
That's
because
What do you think it is then?
it's TikTok. It's Instagram.
Yeah.
You're not going to get
TikTokers.
They are stuck they are stuck between four walls all the
Yeah,
time.
so
They
they
don't know how
can't
to have a
hold a
friendship
conversation.
relationship. They don't know how to have a relationship with a
What's the form
partner.
of communication, bro?
A phone, isn't it? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I know. Gone are the days of like going and knocking on to be like, you coming out?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Even taking a girl out on a date, like we've spoken about this previously, but like even just getting out your car and going to the girl's door and knocking on it, say rather than texting saying I'm outside. Yeah, it's just little stuff like that. Like people
Don't
just
exist.
ain't got the fucking balls. To
I
go and
know,
do stuff like that.
traditional.
But on the same side, girls also don't appreciate
I
that
was about
shit
to say,
anymore.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
we
No, they
do.
don't.
Oh my
So
God, if you
true.
texted
If you did
me when I
that-
was like, well, if you was outside, I'd be like, what?
Yeah, they
Well,
don't-
come in
they
then,
don't
like,
appreciate
I'm
it.
just doing my shoes up or whatever.
This new gen is screwed.
Really?
Like
It's
we've
so
said it
bad.
before. Like if we open a car door, if you open a door, I can get the door. I'm
Oh
like,
my God, I
I
would
know you
love
can get
that.
the door.
we
Like,
would
want to
literally,
do
I tell
it.
you
Yeah.
that,
I
we'd
want to
literally
do
be
it.
on a first date, like, we'd be messaging each other, like, yeah, you open the door.
He opened the door for me. I'd be like,
my
I'm in
God.
love.
And then we're like, are we that
doesn't
fucked?
happen
And that's a
anymore.
good thing. We're like, are we that fucked that we
No.
think that this is a good thing?
That's
Like,
the old. You're the generation that was still traditional. I think
Yeah.
the new generation is
They
screwed.
don't give a fuck,
They don't give a fuck about that.
Chivalry is
What
dead.
do
The
that?
fact that you pick up on the waiter
Chivalry
thing, that's
is
something we all pick up
Yeah.
on. This new gen don't give a fuck about that.
No.
that's
So
sad,
what
isn't
are they
it?
looking for?
They're looking to
Like-
get the nicest photo in the nicest restaurant to show all their friends on the internet, but they don't know.
I
And
see
then
girl-
leave you.
And then leave you, yeah.
She
Wow.
didn't even get any photos.
I see
wow,
girls
she-
put up things like,
did.
"Where's
The
the
guys
best place
took
to
them
go?"
outside for her.
When they're talking about brunches or going out, they say, "Where's the best place to go for fucking Instagram pics
Yeah.
and stuff like that?" I'm like,
Yeah,
why are you
it's
asking that question? Why not asking where gives the best vibe? Where does the best
Yeah.
cocktails? Where does the best
best
food?
That is
Best
the
value
thing.
for money?
Because they care more what other people think than
Yeah,
their
it's
own.
weird,
that
man.
is down to
Weird
So true.
behaviour.
It is weird.
And
It's
the thing is
sad.
as well though, with guys, like this is exactly why guys don't want to do anything nice for women anymore.
I can
because
see that now.
If you do it, you're almost in like, oh, you know what, he's too safe, he's too nice.
What's not even that? You're not appreciated.
But you're not appreciated, but that's the whole thing. Women want a bit of a dickhead.
It's a massive
want a prick.
catch-22.
So when
Yeah,
when
it
you are
is.
opening that door thinking about that type of stuff, you're thinking, well, she's not going to like that. So you just tend to go,
That's
fuck it, I'm going to
crazy.
be a bit of a prick.
And you'll
And
probably
they-
like
and
me
they like
more.
Yeah,
Like
so true.
any female
Yeah.
I've spoke to in the recent months, and I've not dated anyone this year, I've not taken anyone out, but they've always said, I don't like a nice guy. I like a bit of a prick. I like a bit of... Every single person has said that. Not one girl has said, I just want a nice guy.
Oh, I think as I've got older, I'm like, no, I just want a nice guy.
Because
I want
you
a nice
appreciate
someone
it.
who can
Yeah, I
hold a
want a nice guy,
conversation
but
and
someone
you can
that's
introduce
like
him to loads of
dominant though. That's not
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
fairy.
Yeah, of
There's a
course.
thin line.
Absolutely.
There's a thin line.
That's there's a fine line.
Open the door, but stack your bum on the way out.
Yeah.
Too right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Someone who you could
Gonna get the dog
introduce to
noises
anyone.
out next.
Stop barking.
I think it's important when you can like introduce him like to your friends, your family, take him into different social situations and he can hold his own. Frankie always calls it a chameleon. Like when
Yeah,
you
that's
can
what I need.
just-
I
Social
need a-
chameleon.
I need a
Yeah.
chameleon, someone that I can take to like business dinners, someone that I can go to a festival with, someone that can go
Yeah.
for a nice dinner, I can go for a run
Yeah.
with, can go travelling with, I can take him to Uganda. Fucking
Fucking
hard to
too right.
find.
Yeah, yeah,
that,
fucking
yeah.
right.
But it's
Too
hard
right.
to find.
Hard to find.
Literally hard to find.
In the West.
That's the biggest
in the
part.
West, in the Wild West.
In the Wild
You
West.
find it up north.
In
I
Leeds.
just think people's
not fuck
like
up now.
morals, standards, like their expectations. I think people think they're owed the world as well now. As
Yeah,
well. Like
I agree.
You know, people are expected, girls especially, like
Yeah, I
not
think
guys,
so.
but girls. I think no, you should be taking me Mayfair on the first night out. You should be.
Yeah.
Like fuck, are we
Yeah.
taking?
Just for the
Mayfair?
record, I don't take. I've never taken a girl to Mayfair in my life. The only reason why, because I had an opportunity to go with my friends, and that was the only
That's
reason why I was going.
different,
yeah.
I've
Let,
never-
so he let his friends pay for the
No,
meal
so
instead.
I don't want girls thinking. Yeah, as if I don't want my friends thinking. I don't want girls thinking that you're going to get a Mayfair. You'll never get a Mayfair date out of me. That was only because it
I know
aligned.
you've ruined it for all the other girls now.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah,
Well
that
done.
girl.
Well done,
I got in trouble
helicopter.
for saying this last.
that what
Well,
you
one of the
got?
first pods we done.
What's
when
that?
I was like to vet a girl out before taking her out. I'll
Take her
try and
somewhere
suss out
casual.
If she's trying
Yeah,
to
man.
finesse me and wants me to take her to the best types of places, I won't do it. So I try to suss them out and say, I've done it before. I'll take you to a sports bar or something along those lines. And if I'm an underdog, yeah, well, just somewhere chilled. Just somewhere chilled. Not necessarily a sports bar.
Watching the game.
Something local.
United on the free.
No, I know what you're saying. Somewhere chilled.
But that's what I'm saying. So something along those lines.
Oh god.
Well, speaking of which, what do you girls think about like going for a breakfast date?
I love
would
a
go
breakfast
for a breakfast
date.
date. Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
think a breakfast date's chill. I did a breakfast date
No, I can't
once,
go.
and it was actually really nice because it was really casual. It was just in my gym clothes, even though I weren't going to the gym, you know, one of them ones, and just a chilled vibe. And yeah, I liked
You need
it.
to set the expectations from the beginning, I think, with dates. If you
I
go out
think-
there to... Go on.
No, go on.
No, I was just saying it's on along the lines of like taking them to the best place or to like a breakfast place. You're managing expectations. If I take a girl somewhere absolutely amazing for the first date,
Set the bar.
From there on,
you got-
Yeah,
you
there's
her
no way to
expectations
lie.
are this guy is taking me
Yeah.
here. So next time I take her to a little local, she's going, what the fuck am I here for?
Yeah.
Why am I at the
So true.
Wetherspoons
Yeah.
or Mocha?
That is true.
Yeah. Oh my god.
How much you spend this weekend, Merc?
I don't want to get into it.
What? Tell us.
Come on, mate.
Go on, 'cause
What,
you
on a
ain't-
date?
Listen, you ain't said fuck all else yet for the
Come
last hour,
on.
so you tell us about
get
what's
away
He's
with
happening.
it.
been waiting. He's going to tell us.
You might as
Sat
well
next
air
to
it,
Frankie.
bro.
That's normally me.
I'm not airing the whole situation.
No, you don't say
Come
the bad bit.
on.
I'm
Can't be worse than my situation.
No,
Who's
it's
that,
not.
baby?
But
So you had a good weekend.
Yeah, it was a good weekend, bro. Just
Yeah,
spent, like,
some of the things you said to me over the
600
weekend,
bags.
I thought you had a good weekend.
Wow.
650.
On a girl.
Liar. It's higher.
Oh, it was about 700.
On
On a girl. How many dates is this?
First.
One day. Was in Manny.
Oh
get into
my
it.
god.
No, let's get into
Elaborate.
it.
Not gonna
Please
see her again.
elaborate.
No, I might
need
see
to
her
know.
again.
You
It
need
was
to
just
do for
like
that.
it was a good day. It was just like hotels, trains, Uber,
Did you chop her?
execs.
Obviously, you're not going to spend that much
Good.
money
I
on
was
a
going to
job.
say,
Not
Jesus,
obviously.
you went for
Did he chop her?
for more than an hour. That was still an expensive hour, but fuck it.
I ain't getting into it. She'll probably watch it.
Are you going to see her again?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, he's going to say that now.
I have
isn't
to. Ash, cut that out. No, I'm not.
I don't know. We'll see.
Where did you go?
Manchester.
Nice. Where did you go in Manchester?
Went to the Ivy.
Oh, no. You're back. Oh, yeah, malt's load. Sorry about that.
Thing is about going for breakfast date and rather than going for drinks now, what I've learned is I think they
Can't chop after.
It can't. Well,
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Finish up the bacon, we're going back.
Come on.
How much caffeine will you go over for?
How many espresso shots until you go over?
but when you're sober like that in settings like that, that's when you then get to see art of conversation.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
agree.
my
Can't
breakfast
fake it.
date was probably one of the best dates I've ever been
Yeah,
on.
if you can't just sit there with somebody over breakfast and just
Yeah.
talk, then
Agreed.
you've got that is never going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Do you know what's another added bonus?
Go on.
The fact is, you're meeting them in a light, nice environment without
so
being
no catfish.
intoxicated.
No
Yeah.
No catfishes, no
Yeah,
safe
yeah,
free
yeah.
girl out. And you speak to the next day, you speak to her out, you get the gram, you look at the gram, and oh yeah, she's unreal. And then you meet her like, bro, she didn't look like that. Or you speak to a girl online, they don't look like their pictures anymore.
On a breakfast date as well, you can have breakfast and fuck off.
That's what
or you can have breakfast and go, do you want to go for a walk somewhere? Do you want to go,
Yeah,
do you want to go out after this? Like,
Come
Yeah.
back to mine still.
do you want to come back to Sunday chills?
Okay.
Okay, big man.
It's looking good, bro.
You know, the idea of a breakfast day does sound good. I like the idea of it. I just don't think it's practical for what we want.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
Depends what you're
Like
dating
what you
for.
want. He's like,
Choppy pants.
shopping pants.
That's your new name. I've nicknamed you now.
Don't even put on a fucking like a masquerade of a person who goes, of course that's what I want. You're
No, I never said that. No.
There's a reason you're called the Graft King. It didn't come out of nowhere.
He knows what to say, when to say it.
No, but hang on.
smooth
That's
talker.
not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You're saying what we
know what
want.
I'm saying?
Like,
We want us
Who's
four
referring?
single lads, who
Crafty
want
pants.
to- all choppy pants, and you're telling me that's a practical date for what you want. It's not really, is it?
If that's what you want, I do think breakfast is not a practical date.
It's not a
for that,
practical
no.
date
Well,
unless you've already
obviously not.
chopped. Unless you've already chopped.
Yeah. Morning after. That's what I
Yeah,
was
morning
thinking.
after breakfast day.
Morning after breakfast date.
Choppy pants has got you chopping first. I just don't think it's practical. What's the point?
Nah,
Just say come
same.
back to mine after, no?
Yeah, I know, but like,
It's just cuddle.
She's probably
Full
not
belly
expecting
like
that.
that.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
probably not
Have a little belly rub. I'd love a little belly rub
I've
after
eaten
a
enough
breakfast.
sausage banks.
I can't lie.
The trick is you pick them up go to breakfast.
And you've got to drop them
And
back.
then you're like, and then after they're in your motor anyway. So do you want to come back?
You're
And
a
then
red
most of the time
flag.
they're gonna think, I'm massive.
He's just one big walking red flag.
Literally.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do like being picked up from outside my house because I feel like it's nice to be chauffeured somewhere. But at the same time, that's the reason why I'm like, I'll meet you there.
I was going to say, absolutely
One day
not
one.
for me. I'm
always
like, no
pick- I
way,
always
I
pick
need
the
to
girl
get
up.
out, get out plan.
You have to go up.
What, in the car?
Well, no.
In a car, what, on a
bike.
bike?
You've got a trailer to hop in the trailer, babe.
Got the stump pegs.
Yeah, but you could go in a fucking taxi as well, you mug. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, how much money you got? Fucking hell, you're rich.
Addison Lee.
You're rich. Taxi over
Wait,
here.
it's not an Uber
Richie
X.
pants.
Yeah, shopping pants.
The reason I'm saying
Shopping pants.
no. The reason I'm saying that is because I want to meet her
Fucking
somewhere
hell.
where I can drink. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If I pick her up in a car, then I'm not.
So not breakfast then?
Oh, fuck that, man.
Yeah.
I'm an Irish whiskey.
Never taken
No
a
mocker.
bird. No mocker. I've never taken a bird there, you know that.
Whatever.
I haven't been on a date this year.
Oh, violence.
Sorry, I still been
Pause, have you not been on
Lonely
dates?
Hearts
I've
column.
not been on a date this year, you know.
Next question, please.
I've not been on a date this year.
Yeah, I don't.
Just
Yes,
all been banging around.
Yes, I
I
have.
was about to call you out.
Yes, I have.
I was
Yes,
about to call you out.
I had a pretty similar situation to that, but not quite. But yeah.
Oh, fuck, yeah, you did. You
Yeah.
told it on pod
Yeah,
already.
yeah. I'm not going into that now, but yeah.
Yeah, that was that as bad?
That's a
No, well, I
stinker.
don't think it's as
No,
bad.
no, well, no. That's
equivalent.
my own fault.
Yeah.
That's my own fault.
Why?
No,
What
To be
happened?
fair, mine was my own fault because I didn't take
They're
the
both CRBs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
both-
yeah, I didn't do the CRB.
He didn't do a
You
CRB.
knew about it.
yeah.
Rookie, bruv.
I knew about
So
it.
important.
I need to
CRB
ask this. What
thing.
made you ignore the CRB?
Yeah.
Because
I was surprised.
I'll tell you why, because I already chopped.
You only
Oh,
had one
yeah.
I
intention.
had nothing to lose.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
I've already got my end away, so
Yeah.
like, this is only a plus for me. If I get it away
Fair
again,
enough.
why not?
Yeah.
And I was going
Double dip.
out with my friends as well. Like my friend, I was going out with my boys. So
Yeah,
like,
so she was annoying you. You were
I still had a good night with the boys.
Yeah. He's heartbroken.
I'm not heartbroken.
I almost feel sorry for you.
Don't you dare feel
Almost.
sorry- almost. Don't feel sorry for me.
I don't.
No, it's just like it's weird, isn't it? Like fucking, that's what weird
That is
thing
a
to
mad
do.
That was a muggy move. Absolutely
Really muggy.
move.
But if you are just out there banging girls and just using them as a piece of meat, then you deserve it.
Yeah, but then no, hold up. Every girl, one sec. Every girl.
Do you want to get into that, do ya?
Let's do it.
Every girl is
she already freed
know
it up
no
anyway.
they know what our intentions are. We don't
Freed
none of
it
us,
up,
I
was
can
that a
vouch for
pun?
every single one of us. We don't lie to girls to get what we want.
No, never.
Listen, what you got to remember is as well, you're the gatekeeper.
I know.
Yeah? Listen,
Facts.
if
Three
a
days,
key
bro.
if a key can open many locks, that key is a master key.
Absolutely.
But if a lock
Pussy
can be
power, it's
if a
called.
lock can be opened by many keys, that's a pretty shitty lock.
Wow. He's a quote man, isn't he?
Yeah?
Oh, quotey pants.
You've got to remember that. The girls seem to
No,
forget that.
that
It's very
is
go, oh, he's a
true.
slag and he's this and he's that. But hang on a second. A guy can only be a player or a slag or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
A player's
if you're
not necessarily a good
free
thing. If you're going out there giving girls false hope and false pretense, then
Yeah.
you're a dickhead.
Yeah, I agree.
If your expectation from the start of I've never once mentioned a relationship, we've never had that conversation, never spoke about it, and then things fizzle out, it is what it is, right? But a guy can only be that guy if he can chat up a bird.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? So like, it's not
No,
his
so
fault,
true.
but yet women are attracted to men that can do that. And then they moan about them afterwards.
you know what that
and it's
is?
They
like-
were dating the same people, mate.
Do you know why? Do you know why women like men that can sleep with a lot of
tell
girls?
tell us we're wrong,
Yeah,
girls.
come on.
What,
No,
what,
no,
what do you
no,
think
I
the reason?
don't-
What do you think the reason is?
They're females. You
Confidence.
tell us what the reason is.
Yeah, that kind of falls into line with it. It's called social proofing. So it's already been proved that why all these women want to sleep with this one man. Like, what's the secret? So you want that because it's now like a trophy kind of thing. So you like it's built into your DNA. You're like, this man can get with all these women. So now I want to be part of that. I want to show that I'm able to
That
sleep
you're
with this
part
man
of
as
it,
well.
yeah.
So it's called social proofing.
Yeah, that was like my first boyfriend. He was an absolute player. And I was like, I'm going to change him.
They all say this.
How did that go?
And I did.
Oh, you
And I did. And I was with him for 5.5 years.
Oh, what's on?
Power.
How did that
Power
go?
pussy.
5.5. That's the one that was amazing.
All right.
Oh, okay, fine.
So I actually...
The wrong timing one.
Wrong time, yeah. So, but yeah.
What's the biggest
Do you
advice
think
you
you
can
can
give
change
to the female viewers, the listeners, in how they should be moving forward on dates? Because obviously again, I think from what we're saying, women tend to be the biggest problem, I think, personally, when it comes to dating. Because women probably want to settle down quicker than men do. But what is it that they're doing wrong
So I just think you need to be 100% upfront in what you want. So if it's going to be something that's casual, we talk about this a lot on our pod. If it's going to be something that's casual and that's okay for both of you, then just be upfront and just communicate that from the beginning. What you're looking for, boom, 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 whatever. If it's casual, then cool, then both just do what you're doing.
Yes, guys, so as you know, we have recently partnered up with IPAM. They are specialised chartered surveyors based in the very heart of London and in Kent. So guys, you're probably thinking, who are IPAM? IPAM are specialists when it comes to letting, leasing and strategic investments. Guys, IPAM pride themselves on not only working on behalf of the occupier, but also on behalf of the owner. What chartered surveyor do you know that offers a 24/7 support system? IPAM are those chartered surveyors. If you're looking to make a strategic investment in property or just simply looking to find out some information about the property world, hit IPAM up on their website, drop them a DM on Instagram, and all of their socials will be below this video. So a massive love to IPAM for sponsoring the Graft Kings. Now let's get back to the pod.
But if you communicate, actually, you know what, I am looking for something a bit more serious, and they're like, I'm not, then that's your choice at that moment to free it up or not. And if you do, and then they fuck you around, or they're not, you know, dating you how you want to be dated, then they've already told you that they don't want something serious. That's on you. So
that's a good point.
And I just think just communication is key with that.
I agree.
I have dated guys that have said that. They've been like, you know what, I ain't really ready for this like right now. And I'm like, you know what, cool, just stay friends, no problem. Because I'm not just going to date you for the sake of it in the hopes that you might want to settle down one day. Because I just prefer to be on my own.
Yeah, it's just a waste
do
of
my
time.
thing. Do you know what I mean?
But I think a lot of, unfortunately...
But that's come with time, age,
Yeah.
and experience.
Yeah, I can imagine. And like, unfortunately, though, a lot of people, and you two might have done it yourselves, most people can't be by themselves. So like, they will settle just to be with someone just for the sake of being with someone, and end up having the kid. You know, then they think, oh fuck, you know, what have I done here? But not to that extreme, maybe. But people, I don't know, girls are definitely more guilty of it than guys. I imagine that they feel as though they have to have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I
And
think
that is
there are a lot of
how I
girls,
used
yeah.
to be.
There you go.
It is how I used to be.
Why
And
do you think
What
that
do you
is?
think drives that?
Probably daddy issues.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
From you personally?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, of like not having my mate, not having my dad around.
Okay, I can
anymore,
understand that.
That then I felt like I needed a man for that male.
Fill the
figure
void.
in my
Yeah,
life.
yeah, 100%.
And I do think that genuinely was it. So, and I do think I do have a lot of friends that perhaps their dad haven't been in their life at all, and they feel that they need that because they've never had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think there is a lot of that. And there is a lot, I'm not trying to like, you know, stereotype, but there is a lot of, you know, people being brought up by their mums and their dads not being in their lives, right? So I think
Sure.
there is
so
a lot of that
yeah.
with women, and it's probably a bit of a knock-on effect throughout generations.
Charlie?
Yeah, and I don't feel like I need to be with a man at all. I've never felt like that. I've been in long-term relationships most of my, I had a 9-year, then a 2.5 year, and then I've been single for like 2.5 years, and I'm fine until I meet the right person. But I can agree with what Frankie's saying, that there are a lot of people, girls without dads, that maybe do have daddy issues, and so they'll fill that void with that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think
I
that
do agree with that.
if a father is present in his kid's life, then sometimes they see that, and even that's a reason for them to keep jumping from one relationship to another?
Yeah,
'Cause
sometimes
they-
if your dad, yeah.
She's really close to her dad, so what's your opinion on that?
Yes, I was going to say, so if your dad's not a good role model, then potentially you will seek to get that protection, that loyalty, and like someone to look up to from somewhere else, definitely. My dad's amazing, so I don't get that.
Because your dad's amazing.
Yeah,
though,
because my dad's amazing.
You want that in a man as well.
Yeah, I want that in a man. But then I was just about to say that. So the bar is set quite high because my dad literally is, is amazing.
Worships the ground you walk on,
yeah,
as
and
he
we have a
should,
really
you
good
agree?
relationship, and like we spend time together, and we go on holidays together. So he's kind of set the bar where it's like, I want to meet a man. I even said this earlier to one of my friends, where I don't have to ask my dad to come and put the shelf up. Like,
That's right, yeah.
do you know what I
Our
mean?
parents
Like,
are our first love.
Yeah.
Like, it's however your mum loves you, or your dad loves you, is how you end up like.
That is
you
very
end up
true,
looking
yeah.
for those types of characteristics in your
100%.
in your you do like, and for a certain into a point that you're aware that maybe it's not the right person you're looking for, because I know
Yeah.
you're giving the eyebrows, but I think at first the way you're loved is probably what you're looking for in a partner, which
Yeah,
is why
definitely.
girls tend to go for guys that if they had maybe like daddy issues or some sort of problems, or their dad was like dodgy, then they tend to go for those types of people.
Just what they're used to.
And like, because your dad's raised a certain bar, that's what
behaviour,
your
innit?
expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's until you learn that maybe that's not the right way and try to break those actions. That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Is undoing the things that you learn as a kid.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
me and my
yeah,
sister
definitely.
talk about this a lot. We say like our parents, like they weren't good together. They were awful together, in all honesty. Like they've got amazing traits, but they've got really bad ones as well. And me and her, like we sit and go, you've got this and you've got that. We need to be able to kind of break free from that.
It's so true. We talk about this because
Yeah.
my mum and dad were together until he passed away, but they were not happy. They were just together because it was easier to be together. And now me and my sister that were older, we're like, fucking hell, that was so wrong in that relationship.
Yeah.
Like things that, so now we're like,
You've learned what you don't
you
want.
know what you don't want,
Yeah.
exactly. And we're like, oh my
100%.
God, that was so, like, my mum used to get us involved in the arguments and things like that, like, you know, like taking sides and stuff. And we're like, that's so bad. But obviously you learn this as you grow up,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
and you're like, I don't want to see that, or I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to have that in my relationship. So,
Yeah. I think
yeah.
I'm the same, but obviously the opposite, because my mum and dad broke up when I was like 12 years old. So I've got this thing where I won't just settle, because I couldn't imagine like getting with someone, having kids, getting married and all of that, and then breaking up,
Such a
because I'm
palaver,
like,
innit?
oh my God, that I couldn't do that to my kids.
That's just giving you
like,
PTSD.
So it gives, yeah, exactly. So mine's like, I need to find the right person. So maybe that's why I'm okay just being on my own until I find the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting question.
Definitely.
Have any of you got sisters?
Yeah.
No.
Obviously you have, 'cause
I
you
do.
just said
I've
it.
got two.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
No.
Why?
Go on.
Because I just think if you've got a sister, you're probably
Yeah.
more respectful of women. Do you think that's the
100%.
case?
I grew up with 7 women.
Wow.
I don't think either of us are disrespectful.
Just like choppy pants.
I was about to lead on to that. All the girls that we do have sex with.
All the girls, wow.
No, but I mean collectively. Stop typical woman reading into what I'm saying.
No, she's not even reading into it. She's manipulating
Yeah,
it.
exactly. All the girls we collectively sleep with, we sleep with because they want to sleep with us in the same breath. So it's not like and we always manage our expectations, like Oz said earlier. We always tell them exactly our intention at the beginning. It's not like we're leading girls on or treating them like shit or leaving them to go meet 3 other girls after a fucking date. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Or leaving them in Sainsbury's or anything like that.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Technically, he didn't sleep with her, so he didn't actually do anything to get them to
I
their pants.
don't think he did anything wrong in
No,
that situation.
neither do I. But my point is, yes, we sleep with women, but we're not leading these girls on to sleep with them. We are respectful
Fuck that.
in the lead up to it.
So what do
Sometimes
you
too
want from your
respectful,
sister?
clearly.
Yeah.
What do you want? Like, are your sisters like married or anything like
My
that?
sister, she was married with a guy that she was with for 7 years. Married 1 year and then ended up getting a divorce, and now she's with someone else, and hopefully it's going the right way. Seems amazing, and that's what I want for her. Because again, I think she's your age. So again, I feel like it's at that point. It'll be nice.
A year older than you.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to see her settle down and have that little family life that she wants as well. But yeah, I mean that's what I want for her. But it's end of the day, it's not about what I want; it's about what she wants.
Yeah. I guess my point is, sometimes men that have sisters can have a bit more of a different outlook on females because they wouldn't want their sisters to be treated in any way, shape. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. I think that's definitely true for my brother. Like, he's settled down and married now, just had a baby like 3 months ago, and he's definitely always been quite respectful to girls because he would get the if someone was
No, but that's I get that completely because
not that I'm saying any of you are disrespectful, but I definitely think that what the point that Frankie's trying to make is definitely valid. Yeah.
No, it makes sense to me. I think if there's more females present in your life, then you're more aware of like how
their emotions and things like that.
My mum went through a lot, and I saw what she went through with the marriage with my dad, and I know I wouldn't want to put my missus or my whoever I'm with, whether it's marriage or not, through that as well. So it's taught me a lot how not to be. Then very easily, some people can take that and implement that into their marriage as well.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's learned behaviour, so it can go one way or the other.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. No, totally.
Can I ask you one more question before we wrap this up? Do you reckon men and women can be friends?
Yeah, 100%.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why'd you ask that question?
Some of my best mates are boys.
Okay. Have you got your phones on you?
There we go. We've done this on the GKTV.
Phones?
Oh, I haven't actually. Mine's in my bag.
grab your phones real quick.
Why?
I know where this is going. Testing. Not
But
the
we're
mic.
going to ring someone up.
Okay, right. Do any of your boy mates know that you're doing a pod tonight? Ring one that doesn't.
And we'll be dead silent.
And
Hang on,
before you
she
do
makes
it,
the call.
All right. You're in done.
That's me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hang on, he can't be gay. He's got to be a
No.
straight
you can't
guy.
have a girlfriend.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So he's a straight single guy.
Before you call him,
Yeah, what we got?
does he live in London?
Leeds.
That's all right.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
coming,
okay.
I'm
I'm
coming
coming
back.
I'm coming back
Put
from-
your
yeah.
story.
Right.
Your backstory.
You
I
just-
can do another one actually.
I don't know. You
Someone
do,
else.
do anyone you want. Any boy you know, his friend you want. And you're saying, listen, whatever your name is, I've just been on a date with a guy. It went horribly wrong. I'm in such a shit mood. I'm really needy, and I'm feeling really horny. Is there any way like you could sort me out this weekend?
Just something along those lines. Just basically word it in your own way.
Word
But
it-
something,
word it in your own way.
something that's going to basically indicate or insinuate, that you
Wanna
want to
fuck
meet
him.
him and sleep with him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I know
Don't laugh.
exactly what you're trying to say.
And don't laugh.
So like, in your own way, however you want to say it. You don't need to say I've been on a date. You can say whatever you want, but
So
insinuate.
I know
that.
this is a bit random.
Maybe say I've been thinking about it for a while.
This is getting deep now.
Well,
like,
you
thinking about it for a
two
while.
are so sure men and women
I'm
can be
so
friends.
sure. I've got 2 people I could drink that I know would be like, what the fuck?
Go on
Charlie?
then,
Are you
you
on
do
drugs?
that.
Oh, hang on. Before you
Oh no,
before you make the call,
he's just got a girlfriend. But yeah.
before you make the call, look how hesitant you now are.
I'm doing it.
Look how hesitant you now are
What
to
do you
make that
think the
phone
answer
call.
is you're going to get?
I think he's gonna be like, "What the fuck you on about, Frank?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you go,
I
what the
think
fuck
he'll
you on
be like,
about?
what the
What time do you
fuck?
want me there?
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Men and women can't be friends.
Call my phone and see what I say.
How long? I'll be there right now.
Meet you at Mocha.
For fuck's sake.
Right, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I think you might know this guy.
Who is it?
Don't laugh.
No, I don't know.
Don't laugh. No nothing.
If you laugh,
Serious.
If you laugh, it's over.
game over. Yeah.
No one look at her.
If you're watching this pod, you're watching this live.
Loud
Like this
Yeah.
is happening live. We're testing this
And at
theory.
what point can I laugh?
Nothing. Hang the phone up. You can
Hang
call
the
him
phone up.
afterwards.
Just say I'll call you back.
Yeah.
Loudspeaker.
When we finish the pod, you can call
Loudspeaker.
him.
What you saying?
Saying G.
Yeah.
Like it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm jet lagged as fuck. Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
Oh,
What did you think I said?
I thought you said it was so dead.
No, it was so fucking good, you nutter. Hey, but listen, I've just been on a fucking date, and I don't know what is going on at the moment, but I'm just so like meeting all these absolute idiots.
You just landed, you've been on a date.
Oh no, I landed yesterday. I went on a date tonight.
What happened?
Well, he's just emotionally unavailable again. Why do I keep meeting these people? What? Don't laugh. You should feel sorry for me.
Sorry, my guy. Sorry.
It's not funny.
Stop fucking with light skinned niggas and get some real niggas then, innit? No, respectfully.
That's actually, well, maybe now's the time then.
I'm telling you. Stop
Maybe now's the time. Maybe we should switch it up.
You get some niggas, man.
All right, well.
Have you clocked you only get along with niggas? Have you not clocked that? No. Have you not realised it?
Well, no. I get along with all different people, all shapes and sizes.
Niggas are your one.
Are they?
You're calling her niggas.
What, so are you putting it out there then?
Think about this, yeah?
Go on.
Me and you never had a falling out.
Yeah,
What other black guys do you know you've had falling out with?
true.
I mean, light skinned niggas ain't falling out.
So what do you think? Me and you are meant to be?
Eh?
So what you're saying, me and you are meant to be?
I'm not saying that for you, Frank. Fuck off. I'd kill you, man.
Why not?
No, I'd kill you.
What do you mean, kill me?
I'd kill you, man.
Fair.
I don't know. I don't know. You hate me.
What do you mean, hate you?
You hate me, man.
Hate you?
Yeah, I think you hate me.
No. Why would I hate you? That's a really horrible thing to say.
Okay, the reason why is because, like, you know I've got your back regardless.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you already know that.
Yeah.
But the only problem that I have in regards to women is my work, because I work too much. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
You don't work more than me.
I just came off work.
All right. Well, maybe we'll just, meet this weekend. We'll talk then.
Wait, when did you start looking? Wait, hold on. Refrain. Wait, hold on. Let me breathe. What the fuck's going on?
I'll call you back.
He was. He fell for it. What do you mean?
I don't think he was.
What?
He was uncertain.
He was
What do you mean he said it?
He was
I'm gonna
so
tell him now.
Tell him. Are you not mad? He was on it.
I don't think he was.
He was
like,
on
if
it.
it comes to
I just had to make that call. I'm just on a podcast and I just had to make that call.
Yo,
They were like, can you be friends with a boy? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, right then, ring once. And then I rang you. They were trying to see if I could reel you in so that you'd come round and fuck me, basically.
Nah, that would have never happened.
Oh, chat shit.
Brother, be honest. Yes or no? Come on.
No, it would have never happened because it would have been weird. Mine and her relationship, if she said I would have been like, we talking about it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I knew he was getting weirded out.
He was getting weirded out. That's why he was like, why are you acting like this?
Fair play to you, bro.
That's what I'm saying, because me and her have not got that relationship. So when you start talking, I'm like, what you on?
So jokes, though.
That threw me off a bit, though. I was like, is that what you man are doing?
Fair play to you, bro.
Like, listen, guess what, though? Man ain't talking to Bradley no more, your boyfriend.
I was just rinsing him earlier. Anyway, right. We're going back to the podcast now, but well done for passing the test.
Yeah.
Of course I passed the test. What you think this ain't? None of these needy guys, you know.
All right, Flexi. Speak to you soon. I'll call you. Bye.
I'm sorry, he didn't pass.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not sold on that, man.
No, he did
I'm
not.
not sold on that. No way.
He was well weirded out by that.
No, he wasn't.
like,
He
what
was
the fuck?
dropping Riz. He was dropping game.
I don't think
He was tell you what he was doing there. He was testing the water.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing. He was testing the water. If you're watching this, bruv, you're not stupid. That, Frankie, is what you call testing the water.
Yeah, he was testing the water.
Yeah, but so was she.
No,
She
yeah.
rang him up
She put it
testing the
correct,
water.
Correct. But
Yeah.
he's testing it back, going, basically, what he was trying to suss on that phone call is she fucking serious or not?
Or not. Because if she is, I'm going to chop.
Yeah, if she is serious.
He might not have chopped. I don't think he would have. I think he was testing the water back like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
And then
she
he's going,
can- and
no,
she-
this wouldn't work because I work too much. He's saying that, so then she turns around and says, no, we can.
About his 9 till 5. Well, 9 till 9.
Like, that's him testing the water to say, no, let me see, let me push it, let me see
But
if
she
if
tested the
pushes
water
it.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
that's the
if
point.
you
That was
never
the
cross
point.
that boundary.
But I would never cross that boundary.
You don't
with
cross
him.
that boundary.
Yeah, but a woman,
Well, that's the
that's the
point,
point. They can't be friends because you can't test that. You couldn't push that boundary with her, could you?
No, but we are friends.
No, but I'm saying.
Like you can be friends.
Yeah,
You
but
just
the point-
don't.
You're not-
you
you're-
don't
you're
offer
missing
to
the point.
sleep
Yeah, but
with
sorry, the
someone.
point is, if the opportunity is there, 99% of the time,
The man's gonna take it.
We're gonna take it.
Don't give him the opportunity then.
Yeah, but
Like,
then, like,
don't
missing
just
the-
give it up for
Yeah, but
free.
then like, imagine you've got a fella now, and then
Yeah.
you're still friends with this guy. Me knowing that this guy would sleep with you if he had the opportunity, to me, is why would I want my woman to be around someone?
You
like
wake
that?
up to your woman not to give him the
It's not the
opportunity.
point.
about trust.
If my car's in a secure car park and someone's trying to break in and it's secure, am I still not going to say something about it?
Oh no, I have this conversation all the time, but
All right, next question. Can you be friends with your ex?
No, fuck that.
No.
I wouldn't
Be
be.
civil, but not friends.
I think you can be friends until you find a new relationship.
100%.
Yeah.
Although saying that, shout out Tony.
Is that your ex?
Tony Truman.
Yeah.
Ain't no one got game like that.
Oh yeah.
What was he friends with all his exes?
All of them.
He brings all his exes together in
Oh
one
yeah,
place.
he does. He does.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah, but because
They all
that's because
compare who went for the longest.
yeah.
No, that's called power.
That's
speaks
Riz though,
volumes-
isn't it?
speaks
That's
volumes, that, bro.
I've never seen game like that.
That's called speaking volumes.
Do you want to test the waters before we wrap this up, or are you too
Test
nervous?
the waters with you.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
I meant with a geezer on the phone, a friend.
No, because they have actually got girlfriends
Nah,
now.
fine,
But there was
okay.
one guy that I was thinking would definitely be like, what the fuck, Charlie? But yeah, now he's
that
got
was quite
girlfriends,
good,
so
I
ain't going to work.
Oh, that's quite
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Right, ready to wrap this up?
And the other one's my ex-boyfriend, but he's got a girlfriend.
Well, he's obviously going to say fucking yes.
Yeah, no, he'd say no. He'd be like, fuck off. Exactly.
How long have
You
we
know
been
why.
going for?
Over an hour, so these girls are unimpressed.
Way over an hour.
That's a good one from you.
Thank you. You girls enjoyed yourselves?
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's been fantastic.
Got everything off your chest?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
For now.
Plenty more where that came from.
Okay, we're getting episode 2 wrapped up maybe sometime in the next couple of months or something.
Yeah.
Definitely.
This time on your platform.
Yeah, we'll come on yours.
Okay,
Right.
We'll do the live panel as well in October.
Oh yeah, we'll come do that.
Yes.
Make sure they'll get that in the
Yes.
calendar as
Yeah.
Think
well.
of a
I really want
really
you to come.
good topic. There's going to be more females in the audience. Actually, it was a bit of a mixture.
Yeah, it was
I think one of the
females.
best topics is what we just done then. Like everyone gets so rattled by
Yeah,
it.
they do, yeah.
Like, can men and women be friends? Because
Oh,
everyone's
we're going
got
to get someone in the
so-
audience to ring.
Yeah.
That'd be really good.
That's a really good
yeah,
idea.
we'll do
That's what we
mean?
do on GKTV. We got to people in the street and get
Yeah,
them to
we
call.
get girls to call.
They've done it.
Okay.
Yeah, we get
Yes,
girls to call.
All right, cool. We'll
All
do
right.
that then.
Okay,
Lovely.
cool.
Right, listen,
I feel
guys.
like I'm going to go home and do that to all my friends now. Just because I need to know.
You're
I'm
getting
like,
fucked
you
this
come.
weekend.
You're going to be all queuing up.
Win-win situation. We weed like perverts or we get laid. Lovely.
Fuck's sake. Right, listen, guys. If you've made it this far, we appreciate you highly. Can you
Wait, hang
click-
on, I just need to send Charlie my number quickly.
We're friends, right?
The old snogathon.
We're friends. All the names you come up with.
I know.
Choppy
yeah.
Pants, Snogathon,
I am the snogathon.
Poncy pants.
Poncy
Fuck's sake. Anyway, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button.
Leave a comment in the comment section.
And we'll see you in the next.
Peace.
Peace.